Good evening. My name is Andy Huntsberger, and I'm an operations section chief with Northern Rockies Team 1, currently assigned to the West Lolo Complex. It is July 9th, 2021, and I'm here to give you a little operational overview of what's going on with the fires today. I'm going to start down here in the southeast corner. Just to give you a little reference here, this is where Superior, Montana is. And this is where Plains, Montana is, if you're kind of wondering geographically where we're located. So over here on the Deep Lookout Mountain fire, that's currently between 40 and 50 acres. Currently, crews and heavy equipment are trying to work their way into the fire perimeter. And we have been using some aerial resources, helicopters and retardant where we can to work the fire. Like you said, they haven't seen a lot of growth in the last couple of days, and as soon as we can get resources on the ground and on the fire's edge, we'll start going direct. What I mean by that is by using ground resources to dig line physically around the fire. Moving over to the Sunset Fire. Once again, it's west of Superior. That fire is somewhere between like 8 to 12 acres. We currently have resources on scene. We're using heavy equipment once again to open up some roads and to gain access, and using aerial resources once again to work the perimeter of the fire and keep it in check until we can get ground resources on the edge of the fire. And then once again, we'll go with a full suppression, digging hand lines, and once again using those aerial resources to get around the fire. Fire hasn't seen much growth either in the last couple of days, and once again, that is due to the aerial resources that we've been utilizing to work those fires. As you kind of progress to the north here slightly, we have the Siegel Creek fire, and you have the sheep fire that's over here. Siegel's currently about 15 acres, and we have resources on scene. They're currently working the perimeter of the fire, digging hand lines and using aerial resources to keep that fire in check. Just about 15 people there right now. They had some good success in their day, especially because we were able to gain access into the fire and once again use aerial resources to keep the fire in place. As you move across the river here to the Sheep Creek fire, it's in really good shape this evening. We've got line currently all the way around that fire. We still have some folks up on the hill. They'll continue to work that fire tomorrow, but it's in really good shape as of this evening. As we move further to the north, once again, this is where Plains is located. And then here's Thompson Falls, and you go just to the north of Thompson Falls. We have a couple of different fires that are located just north of there. One's the Thorn Creek, and I'd put that fire about 300 acres. And then we have the Winnemuck fire that's about 10 to 15 acres. This area that the fires are currently located in, it's very rough, steep, rocky terrain. And once again, it is July 9th. And that fire is already 300 acres, and you're starting, you're in that high elevation subalpine. Generally speaking, this time of year, you wouldn't see that kind of fire growth, but it's there. We don't have anybody currently on those fires right now. We do have some folks out looking for options, but to actually get folks in there and work those fires right now, it is just way too, risky for firefighters. Lots of potential for people to get injured or hurt or even worse. So currently right now we're evaluating what options to do with those two fires, because the bulk of our assets right now, and we mean by firefighting assets, are working all these other fires. I also think I'll point out is these are the fires that are currently assigned to Northern Rockies Team 1. There are other fires that the Lolo National Forest is currently working on both the Superior and the Plains Thompson Falls districts, along with the other forests that are surrounding us, are also working initial attack fires at the same time. And with that, have a good evening.